world, you would start to understand, like, the true power of the Vatican and the fact that certain things are based on real shit, like the Ark of the Covenant ain't some spooky little story. It's
What do you think
like,
it is? Think it's like a nuclear generator or something like that? What do you think it is?
whatever the nucleus is that would nuclearly power something that would have initially been in the pyramids would also have been in the Ark of the Covenant, which would be the same thing. It's something that you can't fuck with, and it's radioactive, and it's very powerful.
That's why they
but
gotta
it
put all
still
those
has
rocks
to
around
be.
it. Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine-
Nobody's telling any crazy stories, my man. Not globally.
No.
No. Everything.
Well, it gets
was
less
about
crazy
something.
every year. It gets less crazy every year.
Yeah.
20 years ago, talking about any of this stuff was straight up nonsense.
Yes.
But now people are like, hold on. That's probably what disclosure actually looks like. It looks
Yes.
like a slow trickle integration into the zeitgeist to the point where it's just normal.
Because a lot of times they're right. A lot of
Yeah.
times it turns out that they were right, that no, we couldn't have told people this because, yeah, they would have went and this would have happened and that would have happened. And you can start to see that. Like,
Yeah. That's why when you think about what people have always believed, that's why angels and devils freak me out. Because no one wants to believe that there's a Satan, that there's a devil.
You
that
believe in
there's-
astronauts, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But people have always said there is.
You mean a bad and a good?
Yeah, not just a bad and a good, but an actual evil, malevolent force.
No, just start with bad
Okay,
and good.
yes, bad and
okay,
good,
so
yeah.
if we started bad and good, then we understand what must be at the extremes of that.
Right.
Nobody's telling a different story.
And then there's the concept of actual entities.
Yes.
Actual demonic entities that do exist.
Well, I'm saying your DNA is either fused or it's not. If it is, it requires a fuser. That's all.
A fuser.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying if they tell you that certain parts of your DNA are fused, that requires a fuser. Did I say that right?
I'm not sure. I see what you're saying. The structure to us in everything, all of it, does seem remarkable.
In a no mistakes type of way.
Yeah, and in a synchronistic sort of a way.
Which flies in the face of the accidental Big Bang, nothing from nothing way of thinking. And it always has been.
Well, that's what I think, like in the beginning there was light, when they talk about that. If you were going to describe the beginning of the universe, even if you're describing the Big Bang, which there's a lot of speculation that that wasn't necessarily the beginning, that there might be a continuous cycle of these events happening over and over again. But if you were talking about a creation story, you would say in the beginning there was light. 'Cause there was. It was a fucking enormous amount of light. It created the entire universe.
Literally.
Literally.
Right.
I think.
Which is all it says. And here's like whatever they say that hell or Hades is in any of these religions worldwide, it is the perfect description for what a black hole is in real life.
It is. You fall through forever.
A bottomless pit
Yeah. Where time doesn't exist.
where time does not exist, where you don't die, but you don't exit, where the information, like,
And it eats stars.
right. But it eats stars and galaxies,
Yeah.
all that, right? But we can have multiple of them, and
All
everything
over
will
the
still be
place.
okay.
They're the center. The center of
That's
every
the
galaxy.
flex.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
we're
the
fine
flex.
with them.
Right.
It's like if you live in Africa, you got to deal with lions.
What's this thing? Oh, it kills everything.
Right.
Everything what? Everything it touches.
Everything. It's going to get us eventually, but not now.
What? You
That's
mean you
the
have two
flex.
of them?
They find them floating around.
They find them.
They find them floating around.
Right.
I mean, they noticed them.
Yeah.
They noticed that they're out there floating around.
Yeah.
They found one that's so fucking big. We did this thing when we played a video of how small the Earth is in comparison to the sun, how small the sun is in comparison to giant stars, and how small giant stars are into the most massive, supermassive black hole that they know currently. It's bananas.
Our perfect habitat is so perfect that anyone universally with sense would say, "Whew, location." You know.
Like the greatest real estate agent ever.
If the moon or the sun were further back, we'd
be fucked.
Yeah, or
or
closer, or like
yeah.
The whole thing is, someone later saying, "Do you think Beverly Hills was? You think this was an area they built on purpose?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, was. Oh, don't let me.
Oh, just imagine if the moon was slightly smaller. Just imagine.
Look,
imagine if the Earth was slightly further away from the sun.
They know that it's to the point where some of it might have been artificially done, and they're aware of that. They're aware of the true.
So the artificially
specifics
created
of the moon.
Solar system? Oh, the moon.
Right.
I've heard that theory. That's a wild theory.
Well, some of it's not theory. Like I was on that subject as a teenager, but as a grown person is when the thing happened where they hit it with the missile and it rang like a bell.
Yeah.
Like certain things are